Don't ever, if you go over a girl house, don't ever take your drawers off and just get comfortable and just be in there laying down chilling. Keep your shorts on. When you go in a girl house, don't ever feel that comfortable to get in your boxers. It's not your house.
Yeah, it's not your house.
That's not your coochie.
Yeah, it's not.
Them not your kids down there playing the game either. My big brother Xavier Dean, he died in Lansing.
Yeah.
He was my mentor. He died because, he was in another man's house dealing with another man's girl. She didn't let him know nothing. You know how that be. I'm at your house dealing with your wife, L, and you don't know. And you get there, I don't even know you. But these is your things. Like, this is your nice things. So that's what it was, dude. Him, her, then himself.
Oh my God.
Yep, in Lansing. Don't ever, if you go over a girl.
All right, and this is why the scriptures tell us, all right, how jealousy is the rage of a man. But Shalom, Yasharallah. Before we go any further within this lesson, I want to open it up by giving all praises, honor, and glory with infinite blessings unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Wadash. All right. And I also want to give double honors to our beloved elder bishops and to the beloved elder apostles of Great Millstone that teach well and that rule well still. All right. With much blessings and salutations going out to the hopeful elect. All right. To the Akim, Wa, few Akwaf that are tuning in. And then to the Akim, all right, the sincere brethren laboring within this truth, scattered across the four corners, Salakia, of the earth, wherever you may be. Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, unto you and to your households within these evil days, all right, these evil times which we are surely living in. All right. And I just came across this video, like, just scrolling on, Instagram or whatever. And this is a very plain example, all right, of an account from this man and what happened to his older brother, by committing adultery, all right, in which this is a heavy offense, okay, towards that brother or that man in general, and even to yourself, okay, because the penalty or the reward for sleeping with a married is that a married woman, okay, that belongs to a man, all right, is it's death, man. Okay. All right, and the Bible tells you all about it. So why is America, okay, aka Babylon the Great, why does America promote such promiscuity? Why does America promote these things? Why does America, all right, have not laws, all right, set up in place to go against adultery? All right, when knowing these things is heavy offenses, okay, to not only that marriage, to that man wife, that man's wife, but even to the Lord, bro. Okay, it's a heavy offense to the Most High, man. Yahweh Shema Shai. So let's hear this one more time. We grab scripts.
If you go over a girl house, don't ever take your drawers off and just get comfortable and just be in there laying down chilling. Keep your shorts on. When you go in a girl house, don't ever feel that comfortable to get in your boxers. It's not your house.
Yeah, it's not your house.
That's not your coochie.
Yeah, it's not.
Them not your kids down there playing the game either. My big brother Xavier Dean, he died in Lansing.
Yeah.
He was my mentor. He died because, he was in another man's house dealing with another man's girl. She didn't let him know nothing. You know how that be. I'm at your house dealing with your wife, L, and you don't know. And you get there, I don't even know you. But these is your things. Like, this is your nice things. So that's what it was, dude. Him, her, then himself.
Oh my God.
Yep, in Lansing.
All right, what you heard him say, he said that the man of the married woman, he came back home, and his older brother that was there, not knowing that that woman had a man, and he basically, he got deleted. All right. That man that was jealous, okay, who had that rage upon him, you know, that took him, he took that man out, he took his wife out, and also himself, you know, and the scriptures tell us, how um it tells us, man, okay, what happens when, when a man sleeps with another man's woman and the man finds out, okay, it's very, it's very plain. You see this shit all the time in the news, and you see it all the time in Babylon, man. It's a norm. It's a norm in America, bro. Okay, to commit such acts. All right, very very disrespectful in evil acts, man. All right, it's promoted in songs. All right, it's promoted in movies. It's promoted in everyday life. The ideology of America, sleeping with another man's woman, or sleeping with, multiple men's women, or, the woman sleeping with other men, or even woman, while she has a husband. All right, she has a husband. She belongs to someone. All right, and it's sick, man. All right, and this is another reason why Babylon, okay, America, has to be destroyed and will be destroyed. All right, because this is lawlessness, man. But let's get this real quick. Rage of a man. Right, and this is also another reason why, you have to be very careful on who you deal with. Brothers got to be careful who they deal with, and who you talking to, man. You really have to vet these women. All right, because shit, man. I don't want to get on the women too much, but hey, man, majority of the times, man, these women got dudes, bro. Okay, they may not be in a relationship, okay, but they're dealing with multiple men, or someone's dealing with them, man. All right, some way, shape, or form. You're not gonna have just one a woman, all right, out here in America, Babylon the Great, not talking to nobody. If that bitch, if she's not talking to nobody, man, there's something wrong with her. All right, somebody's probably not talking to her. All right, but she's definitely dealing with some type of man, some way, shape, or form. Either it be at the job, maybe she got like a work boyfriend, or she got, some creepers, some people in her DMs or whatever, keeping her entertained, man. Because this is the society we're living in, man. This society is catered towards the woman, okay, and the woman being able to play the field. All right, they have that liberty now. All right, before all hell breaks loose. But these are the things that are set up in this kingdom is to cater, okay, to the Queen of Heaven. All right, the Queen of Heaven worship. All right, this is what's behind it. So these women, all right, are, they do what they want. Okay, and obviously we see it. So definitely be careful who you dealing with, man. But Proverbs chapter 6, or who you try to go after or talk to, man, because hey, man, these women be lying their ass off, man. But Proverbs chapter 6 in verse 34 says, "For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance." All right, and this is exactly what happened to this dude's brother. All right, who knows, what took place, before the spirit of vengeance hopped upon that man, and he, was rightfully so. He took them out. The adulterers and adulterer. The woman and the man that were committing adultery. All right, he basically took them out, man. All right, and his wrath, his rage, his anger, you see it all the time when a woman is out here playing the field, cheating on a man. All right, cheating on her husband or her man. You always see it, man. These dudes, they'll crash out. you know, and they result to violence or even someone getting murdered. You know, in a lot of cases, you will have the husband either coming back from work. Okay, in a lot of these cases, you will have the husband, the man, providing, working multiple hours a week, basically taking care of the household, holding it down, and expecting, like every woman should, to hold down, their part, And a lot of times you'll see, either it be like a video or a cam, recording in the household, whatever. They got cameras set up, whatever. Or this is a scenario, the story that would be told. The husband will come back home from work or being out or running, errands or doing whatever, and he'll come home to see his wife in a bed that he paid for, with, in the house he paid for, okay, in those sheets he paid for, with another man, okay, and then that will result to either the man, killing the woman, the adulterer, okay, which would be the man, and the adulteress, which is the woman, all right, and then, or even the children too as well, this is a very serious offense, man. So, this is what, unfolded, and the scriptures basically, it tells us about it, man. This is nothing new. This is nothing new, all right? This is just what happens because, that woman, at the end of the day, that woman belonged to that man, okay? The woman belonged to that man, all right? The man didn't belong to that woman. That woman belonged to that man. So that woman laying down, okay, with another man, of course that's gonna enrage him. That would enrage anybody, any man. It's just, damn, bitch, you not, you cheating out, you out here cheating. I'm loyal. I'm out here busting my ass, and you over here cheating on me. Okay. And this is the society we live in, man. This shit is this could go down. This could happen. Well, the woman can go out, play the field, just get up any day sort of time where, and try to walk out, or deal with other men, ruin whole families, man. They got whole families, been together for years, and somehow the woman she'll just get bored, because you can never really please these women. Okay, look at Eve for an example, man. Okay, she wasn't satisfied, and that's why the scriptures tell us through her we all die. And this is just what happened through that woman. Okay, through her lust. Okay, or her, her lies that she told to this man just to receive, some pleasures for who knows however long that was going on, and dude just got caught up or whatever, or she just got caught up, and dude, he didn't know. But at the end of the day, it was still judgment. So Proverbs 6:34 says, "For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore he would not spare in the day of vengeance." And he didn't spare nothing. Okay, he killed the woman, and he killed the man, and then also himself. All right, in which, which this would be a lawful act. Okay, in the ancient world. All right, the ancient times back then. Okay, this would be a lawful act for the man to kill. To judge the woman and the man. All right, the adulterer and the adulteress, man, because that's a very, very grave offense. You know what I'm saying? There is a science, okay, to a woman and a man, getting together and being together. That is something in which, all right, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai set up. Okay, that no man, is supposed to take, all right, nor interfere with. It tells you, what the Most High has set up together between a woman and a man, that, only the Lord can do that, and so for another man to come through and to disrupt that and to break that up, man, that's evil, man. That's wicked as hell. To come through and to break up the woman and the man that is married, that's evil as hell, bro. So this man definitely got what he deserved. Okay, and either him being not knowing that she had a husband or not. I mean, well, shit, man. Shit happens, but shit, man, fuck. Hey, it was just your time, bro. So, because nothing happens without the Lord sanctioning it. It's not a bad tape. I mean, it's not a bad timing or wrong place, wrong time, man. It was exactly how for the Lord to set it up. Okay, so Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 35 says, "He would not regard any ransom," meaning that he wouldn't want no money from that man. Okay, you can't pay a man, all right, who's been given his whole, his years, man. Okay, his life to protecting and feeding his family. Okay, making sure his woman and the children of the woman that he has with, all right, it's straight, man. Just to come and to find out that this woman is unloyal, which the majority of these women, today are. Literally, like, majority of them are, bro. But, to find out his woman is unloyal, she's out here cheating, she's not, trustworthy, she's not holding it down, man. You can't pay that man, okay? Especially if you get caught, out here dealing with another man's woman and he catches you, bro, you deserve everything you get, because that's evil as fuck, all right? But it says he would not regard any ransom, meaning you can't give him no money for that. You can't ransom him. You can't you can't try to tell him to, yo, chill, this is what happened. No, bro, nobody's trying to hear that. He not trying to hear that. It says, neither will he rest content through though thou givest many gifts. Yeah, because he know that you took his woman, all right, or you dealt with his woman. Ultimately, you defiled her, because it tells you that a man that getteth a woman, he getteth a possession. When a man gets a woman, you're getting a possession, man. You're possessing something, which is when you possess something, meaning you keeping it, man. It's like your object, all right. And what's really man, what these women is, man, all right. Possession means something you possess, you keep, all right. You hold them to. It says Ecclesiasticus chapter 36 and verse 24 says, "He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession." Okay. And what is that possession, man? It's the woman. It says, "A help like unto himself and a pillar of rest." Yeah, a help. All right. And that's the purpose of you women. You women are here to help. Okay. You women are here to fucking, be boss ladies and be leaders. You are here to help the man. Okay. That is your whole purpose. That is your duty here on earth. Okay. Starting with Eve, she was there to be a helpmeet unto Adam. All right. And you women, all right, your purpose of being created, all right, by the Lord is to be a help unto your man in a pillar of rest, in which we understand, man, all right, due to the curses, these women are not going to be a pillar of rest, but the opposite, all right, especially being in these times, all right, we're living in fucking bizarro world. Esau Edom has turned everything upside down, and the purpose of things for it to be used and how everything is to be ran is ran ass backwards by this devil. So now these women, instead of a pillar of rest, these women are fucking a city of chaos. All right. Ain't no rest, man. You can't find rest in these women, man, because, and this was a great example. This man probably came home, wanted to see his women, his children, okay, his possessions, his nice things, like the man said in the video. Because women and children, those will be his nice things, family and a woman, all right. And he came home to see his nice things, being defiled and being touched by another man. Okay, so guess what he did? He took him out. All right. So, this ain't no joke. This is very serious, man. Let me see. See, adultery. And this is within the law. So, let's get it. The book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 10. And it says, "And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife," all right, which this is going into a man sleeping okay, having sex, all right, laying down or cheating or having an affair with a man's woman that is married, okay, to a man, all right, it says, with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer, which the adulterer would be the man, okay, which committing that act of, like they like to say, ruining homes, wrecking homes, okay, by sleeping with a married man's woman. All right. And it says, and the adulteress, which the adulteress would be the woman, okay, in this case, sleeping or, cheating on her husband with other men or women, okay, all right, shall surely be put to death. All right. You're gonna be put to death, man. And that's in the law, okay? That's your reward for, sleeping or sleeping out or going around here, like they say, cheating, which is really adultery. Okay, that's what it's called. It's called adultery. All right. The reward for that, the penalty for that is death. All right. Because you can't do that, man. That shit is sick. All right. And that brings forth a lot of confusion. Okay, a lot of confusion within the household, within the community. All right. That brings a lot of dishonesty, disease, because man, it's a lot that comes with it, man. This is why the Lord has these certain laws set up, man, in the book of Leviticus and Deuteronomy, man. Okay, it's to get rid of the harm and the confusion that could be caused from doing, and committing, certain things, man. Okay, which is which would be sins, okay, transgressions of the law. All these things that were set up for us, it's basically literally to help us, man. Okay, none of these things that were set up are were set up to harm us. Okay, it wasn't set up to kill us. Or follow this law. Okay, it's going to kill you. No, it's not. It's literally set up so that we may live, all right, and to live a very, what's the word I'm looking for? A easy, the best life, man, by following the law, statutes, commandments, man. Okay, because when you don't, guess what it brings forth? It literally brings forth death. Okay, the Creator set everything up, and He literally knows, all right, what to do and what not to do, and the laws, certain, well, really the laws just in general. Okay, guess what they promote, man? They promote life, when they are followed, to the T. But we understand we can't follow those. We can't. I wouldn't say follow them, but we cannot execute all the laws, as we would want to on this side, man, because we're in these bodies and we're living in this wicked flesh, which is subject unto sin, which means sin is a transgression of the law. 1 John 3:4. But, very soon, man, the Israelites, we're going to get that. We're going to have those laws, statutes, commandments in our inward parts to where we're literally going to be fucking perfect. Okay, we're going to be immortal gods, bro. All right. So that we can't go off, man. And we live, a perfect life, man. All right. So let me see if I can grab this real quick. Damn, let me see if I can find it. Well, I probably can't. Well, it's all right, man. It's okay.
That's what it was, dude. Him. Don't ever, if you go over a girl house, don't ever take your drawers off and just get comfortable and just be in there laying down chilling. Keep your shorts on. When you go in a girl house, don't ever feel that comfortable to get in your.
Yeah, man. This is why a lot of vetting has to be done also when you're dealing with these women, bro. All right, you just can't go off the pretty looks and the fat ass or the curves or your type of speed, man. You gotta really figure out and see what these women are about. The women you're dealing with. Okay, because 8.5 or 9 out of 10, these women, they have a man, or they're talking to multiple men, all right, or what I'm saying, and somebody, you know uh somebody fucked up about that bitch, man. Okay, somebody fucked up about her, or who knows, man. It's just a whole bunch of confusion being in Babylon the Great, bro. And this is, it's just not fucking worth it. You see, this man, he came home and he crashed out. He killed the man, the woman, and himself. The scriptures tell us, in which he wasn't supposed to do that shit. Just in general, that wouldn't be wise, man. It's not wise to, do these certain things. Certain laws we can't, hold up. We can't do because we understand that we're in our captivity. You know what I'm saying? But if that was an Israelite man, that did that, okay, he would have been justified for, doing that, putting them to, sending them back to the upper rooms. All right, according to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? But him taking himself out, man. Yeah, man. You weren't supposed to do that. You weren't supposed to do that in general, man. You're not supposed to do that shit. You wasn't supposed to kill them. All right, or you even yourself. All right, because that's a very, that's a harsh offense, man. To, kill somebody just off, Yeah, man. You can't do that shit in Babylon the Great, bro. You can't do that shit, bro. Crashing out. But let me see. It says seeking not death. And this is what he did, because he know he fucked up. So Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 12, it says, seek not death in the era of your life. All right, meaning suicide. Don't kill yourself, man. Your life might be fucked up. You might be going through something. You might have did something just like this man, like he did. Okay, he came home by his rage, his jealousy of seeing his woman out here, being a whore. Okay, cheating on him. His rage, he killed the woman, and he also killed that man. All right, in which, once again, all right, if we were in our land, if we was not in captivity, this would have been justified. Okay, but thing is, we're not in our we're not in our land. All right, we are in captivity, and that Job 9 and 24, how the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So, certain things fly within this man's society. All right, things of righteousness is not promoted, here in this world, because this world is not owned or ruled by the righteous. It's ruled by the wicked. So, but it says, seek not death in the era of your life. He fucked up, because, your ass is going to jail, man. You take anybody out because of your woman sleeping with another man, or, what I'm saying? You're going to jail, buddy. All right, which is not wise to, do these things, man. All right, because they will throw your ass in the jail, the slammer, bro. All right, it says, the wisest thing to do is to just leave, man. Okay, leave. Okay, or kick her ass out, or, kick her out, or, just stop dealing with her, just in general, man. All right, it says, and pull not upon yourself destruction with the works of your hands. Exactly. All right, even though, this was, a righteous thing to do, it wasn't a wise thing to do. Okay, even though it was it was lawful, it wasn't expedient for that man to, kill those people. Okay, because now you took those people out, and guess what? Because who's coming after you? The police. Okay. All right, and if the police, and he knew that, that's why, he killed himself. He took himself out. He came to a moment like, damn, what did I do? Or, whatever was going through his head. He basically knew he fucked up, all right? So he pulled upon himself, that destruction, man, because it's either jail or the grave, at the end of the day. you know. So, yeah, that's his judgment. That's the Lord's judgment, man. Okay, that's the Lord's judgment. Okay, so yeah, man. Lord, on this lesson was edifying. Closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory with infinite blessings to Yahweh, Bashim Shai, Bashim Kakodash. It's next time to say shalom.
Comfortable to get in your boxers. It's not your house.
Yeah, it's not your house.
That's not your coochie.
Yeah, it's not.
Them not your kids down there playing the game either. My big brother Xavier Dean, he died in Lansing.
Yeah.
He was my mentor. He died because, he was in another man's house dealing with another man's girl. She didn't let him know nothing. You know how that be. I'm at your house dealing with your wife, L, and you don't know. And you get there, I don't even know you. But these is your things. Like, this is your nice things. So that's what it was. Dude, him, her, then himself.
Oh my God.
Yep, in Lansing.